get some help from the Buffalo Sabres and the Philadelphia Flyers to get in. Pretty much that scenario, but take care of your own business is a chance there for Columbus. Branson shot kicked away by Anderson. Chance here for Keandre Miller to go across the rink for Sean Walker. This will be knocked down. Good play by Blake. Get it deep. Logan Stankoven potted his 15th of the year. Looking it back. Miller shot. They score! Stankoven was out front. Miller with the accurate throw, and Logan Stankoven with the redirect puts Carolina up 1-0.
Stankoven has deserved so many more goals that he's gotten this year. First of all, Blake just inside the Columbus blue line knocks a puck down and then is willing to get it deep. You use the wall. Taylor Hall gets it back to Keandre Miller, and Keandre Miller took a look, had a ready-shoot mentality. First time you've seen Elvis Merzlikins, not Jet Greaves, in this season series.
I would make a reference to the movie The Howling, but that's an old movie, and I promise you that he and you have not seen it. Here's a save by Anderson. Injuries and scratches. Howl these out for us. Wow. Now here's Miller with it. He'll try it again, and that shot, that's redirected by Aho, but that goes over the net back to Miller. Miller for Svechnikov. Across the rink. That's hammered right on by Aho. That was a bit of a fadeaway, but he got a lot on it. Save made, and now the Canes will change up here.
Aho, 81.3% of his faceoffs Tuesday. If he can get anywhere near that clip consistently, you're groovy.
Now here's Stahl with it. Stahl with a shot right on. Save Merzlikins. Rebound followed up by Stahl. Not much on that one. Pushed to the boards and out by Columbus. And here's Jacob Slavin. And you want a number for Jacob Slavin this year when he's in the lineup? Carolina's 24-6-4. Now here's Nikolai Ehlers flying for the short side, and a miss. Rebound kept in by the Canes. Chatfield with it. Jalen Chatfield, a little backhand, gets through out in front. Rebound was hammered by Martinook, but the save was made.
A couple weeks ago in Columbus, they had trouble getting to the inside offensively. Not on Tuesday, not so far in this one. The net front from Martinook. Merzlikins can't see it. If that hits the inside of the post, it's 2-0 Carolina.
Canes fans not amused with the Werenski check. Carolina making a play. Drop back here from Miller. A long drive, and the Walker offering is blockered over the glass into the net.
He is, of all the stalls he can be, very critical of himself.
A chance for Stankoven, but Merzlikins absorbs and hangs on.
You know, I've known Jordan Stahl for so long, and, you know, the one thing I would say about him, and I told him bluntly, a couple months ago, because I complimented him on another one of his fine games. And he gets so uncomfortable that you become uncomfortable after the compliment. I said, I am never complimenting you again.
Canes win the offensive draw here, and that right in by Walker. Another save by Merzlikins.
But I'm never complimenting you to your face ever again.
I know that every time I have given him the attaboy, he comes with something self-deprecating. Now from Hall, and they score! Taylor Hall! Career goal number 300. Or do we have another one for Logan Stankoven out in front? Give it to Stankoven with the tip, his second of the period.
Came from a distance and was able to generate speed. Hall has made board plays on both Carolina goals. Blake made one of his own. Merzlikins made a great first save with his right toe, and Mr. Net Front here in this first period has scored two different types of goals from essentially the same spot. One on a tip and one paying the price, creating the timing to get to the net first.
By Robinson, the former Blue Jacket. Jankowski worked this back, Goss to spare. His shot right on Merzlikins. Johnson fakes the shot. Provorov fans on the opportunity. And Nikishin hands it to Aho. He'll jump in on the rush. Jarvis with it. Nikishin. He scores! Short-handed! Alexander Nikishin releases a laser. And his first ever short-handed goal has Carolina 3-0.
Zone play for Nikishin. The reason Provorov fan is because Nikishin was in the shooting lane. Then he gets it to Aho and moves himself, even shorthanded, because he recognized that you had a 3-on-2. And then he fires it as Merzlikins has to battle to move with his momentum and balance from left to right against the grain upstairs for a beautiful...
It stays out. Miller with it. Hall looking for career goal 300. There is a drive that's Knocked away, using the blocker Merzlikins on Walker. Back for Stahl. 2:10 left here in the opening period. Stahl hanging on to it, realizes that Miller's going for a change. Gostisbehere gets a shot through. Deflected away from Coyle.
What a critical play there from Slavin.
So good with the stick. Now a chance for Provorov jumping in. His shot misses Anderson's head. It takes a bounce out in front.
Hockey's come so far. Youth hockey.
Oh.
You know, it's not a stretch to say. One of those legends could someday play in the NHL for Carolina.
With a spin move. Gostisbehere through traffic. Merzlikins with the save. Rebound. Corralled by Nikishin. Nikishin drops this one. Aho for Gostisbehere. He aims for a shot, trying to go for the corner. Got Jenner out in front. And Johnson can't handle the pass. This will be located back across Columbus to it. Turning with it's Johnson. Save Anderson. Rebound still there. And that'll be back to the point.
Because you'd have a decision in a playoff series. And so then if you switch him to the Stankoven line, then it frees it up for the Aho line.
Now here's a chance for Walker. And Merzlikins gets a shoulder to that. No rim this one. He'll take a shove from Jankowski. We'll get it to Miles Wood. Kept in Matejchuk. So he floated by Wood out in front. Puck still available and they'll score. Matejchuk jumped into the play. And this one found a hole through Frederik Andersen. And the Blue Jackets are on the board. It's a 3-1 game.
Well, this was a good forechecking shift from one of the upper echelon forechecking teams in the league. This puck, it hit a body and hit Jenner on the way in. Okay, so that keeps it alive, but any which way you slice it, you know, that puck can't go essentially through Frederik Andersen. It just can't. You get the bounce off of Jenner. He tries to whack at it. Matejchuk, smartly as a defenseman, follows.
13th of the year. And that gets Columbus on the board. Carolina, though, with another shot. That'll score! Martinook let it go. He is a long-distance shooter right now. The 190-foot shorthanded goal. And this one just inside the blue line. Martinook, his 12th of the year.
Simplicity to perfection. Two guys below the goal line, Ehlers and Stahl. Then Stahl reloads with a purpose. And then the simplicity element. The reason that Martinook is up high, because both Stahl and Ehlers are low. You need that F3 to support Slavin at the offensive blue line. And don't waste a shot.
In the period.
Tied for career best in points with 64 on the season. Sillinger trying to set it up front for Marchenko. And Anderson gets the glove to it. Oh, Mr. Anderson. There for Monahan, but this time it'll be Frederik Andersen with the denial. And it for Johnson. Comes out front, and Anderson gets to it as Matejchuk didn't get all of it, and Anderson with the glove.
I thought there were good sticks here that made this save pretty darn routine for Anderson. He tried to swipe at the Monahan centering attempt. Stahl's the guy that gets a piece. This is where you got to realize Logan Stankoven telling Hannah Yates, no track meet. It's a 4-on-4, but you've got a 4-1 lead. Don't take chances.
Power ball, power play for Carolina, and they score! Andrei Svechnikov! A beautiful setup. Aho, Gostisbehere, Svechnikov, back of the net, 5-1 Carolina.
Lineup bench here in this third period. What an alert job of knowing when you were going on the power play and making the necessary changes. So the bench on one side alert, Gostisbehere coming out of the box, starts totally on time. Svechnikov just starting his shift. I don't know that you'll see a much better example of players departing two different. Those outcomes mean a lot to Sebastian Aho.
Well, they should. Now here comes Mark Jankowski. Jankowski, he'll shoot that shot. It is kicked away by Merzlikins. Yeah. There are 4 teams within 3. 3 of those teams are within 2 of Columbus's. 14 games in action tonight. Now Walker with a shot that hits the post.